in the history of the programs at special occasion. And you are all our VIPs. So I want you to just once more shake the hand of that person next to you and say, welcome to the I Am Final Demo Day. Welcome. We're all wishing you a really warm welcome. And it's a really exciting time. I think you can really literally sense that change is in the air. So my name is Delano Kilu. I'm your MC and host for the day. A few guiding systems. So housekeeping rules, washrooms, when you exit, outside on your right at the far end of the corridor, right next to the iHub, is where you'll be able to find all the washrooms. Again, security. In case of any sudden noise, explosion, gunshots, etc., don't run. Kindly stand up, walk slowly to the steps. Don't take the elevators. Walk down the stairs. The stairs are adjacent to the elevators. Don't take any of the elevators, and you'll be guided at the bottom of the stairs to a safe location. Our hashtag for today is hashtag I am final demo. It's nice to have final things. I mean, this has been a long journey. June till now, and we're still going strong. Wi-Fi, there is open Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi access is iAccelerator. So no passwords, nothing hard, nothing difficult. Look, I'm really excited about this. And I'm excited for two reasons. One, we started this journey addressing a big problem. And the problem was our culture doesn't allow for parents to communicate very effectively with the youngsters. And in Kenya, the youth age has kept on going up. At some point, the youth limit used to be 25. And then as the guys grew older, it became youth are up to 30. And then as we went on a little more, it became youth are up to 35. And then now I think youth are around 40, so I almost qualify. We need to start a new strategy to address this whole thing. But that's again about talking about youth and how do we address all these challenges. And really the I Am initiative looked at the youth and said, the best way to address it is through the youth. You know, if we take very, very old people and we love and respect them, but try to get them to, first of all, even communicate in the language that the youth understand, it doesn't make sense. You can't join the dots. So going briefly, I'm going to describe to you a little bit more about the background and the history of the I Am initiative. If this is your very first time here, you're going to understand, why are we so passionate about this? Why do we believe in it so much? Why do we know that history is about to change, not only in this country, but in many different countries, based on the work that has been done in this very room? The I Am initiative was launched in June this year by UNFPA in partnership with Nailab. And as part of UNFPA SRH, Sexual Reproductive Health, our program, funded by UCAID, they have done a sterling job, I must say. They've integrated in ingenious ways with our youth. We've been able to pull out the greatest of innovators. We've been able to pick out the best of the best. And I know we're not embarrassed and we're not ashamed. It is a touchy issue, literally. It is a touchy issue, but it's something that we've been able to address in all kinds of wonderful, wonderful ways. The iAccelerator, which has also been supported by the National Council for Population and Development and the Ministry of Health, is aimed at catalyzing and accelerating innovative solutions that will scale up access to youth-friendly sexual reproductive health information and services through active online engagements, which have to date managed to reach, wait for it, 687,518 young people. I think that deserves a round of applause. I mean, that's a lot of people to touch. And through 3 boot camps and other on-ground activations, the first batch of 4 startups was selected from a total of 92 applications. The 4 startups have in the last 4 months been undergoing acceleration, through which they have validated and developed the solutions from insights shared by young people in focus groups and from their paired and industry mentors. So paired Head mentors, meaning people who are kind of in that same age group doing something successful out there. And industry mentors, which means people who are actually in the big business in that particular sector or field. They've also received gated seed funding to help grow their businesses, and cumulatively, through the 4-month pilot period, 73,895 young people have accessed 4 solutions, with 33% of the current users being female. This demo day today is going to give us deeper insights on how the solutions have grown in the last 4 months, the kind of impact that each of these solutions has, the kind of data which they're able to curate, and as businesses get insights on how we can use this solution, and how we can ensure our young people can get verified sexual reproductive health information through means that they are attuned to. So through the frequency, through the communication languages, through the styles that they are comfortable with. Because unfortunately, in this region, culturally, walking up to daddy and asking him, Dad, is not the most comfortable conversation. And because of that, many young people have shunned away from that and fallen into pitfalls. Lots of pitfalls. So today is a very special day. We're looking at what's coming out of this long process since June. We're looking at finished solutions, products which are about to launch into another next stage. We're looking at changing our world, becoming very proactive. And for me, I think it is a very celebratory moment. So we'll be experiencing this today. And just before we start off on that, we're going to ask as a representative of UNFPA to join me up on this platform, Miss Judith Kunyiha. Let's give her a round of applause. Hi, Judith. There's your microphone. Now, Judith, you were here when this all began.
It all began and launched this wonderful project, and it's really nice to see it come to completion. And in between, I even came to see some of the incubated innovations that were as they were growing. So we had a chance to actually upload them. So I know a few signs in sign language because there's a dictionary that was developed. There's a game that I don't get because I haven't gotten over the first phase,
You kept on falling off.
And I think it's rigged because
it's a rigged game.
Yes,
it's for young people only.
I think so because I can answer the questions, but I can't jump.
You can't jump.
Yes.
Okay, we'll have to work on that.
Yeah, you'll have to work on that. And then the other thing I was told is you need to learn how to ask simple questions in simple words. Because one of the apps, you ask a question, but I think I asked too long a sentence or a question. I don't know. So I'm still figuring that out. But it keeps reminding me simple questions.
Simple questions.
Yes.
Simple questions. Don't go into very complex questions. Ask direct, simple questions.
Yes.
Wow.
And there's a movie too. There was one that had movies, and they were speaking in a language, so we're like, subtitles, what are they saying?
You didn't get the language?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Not at all?
But it was interesting.
But my question to you, Judith, has this been an exciting journey?
It has. And I think what has been most encouraging and exciting is the potential that we have in our midst. I mean, all these young people have got ideas, they've got energy, they can actually do so much. We need to give them a little bit more credit and space so that they're able to, spread their wings. Exactly.
Spread their wings.
Because it's so clear from the language that they were using, we don't communicate because we don't speak their language. So if they can speak to each other in their language, what a wonderful thing that would be.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did you get that? You know what? I'm now going to welcome Judith Kunyiha on behalf of UNFPA to give her opening remarks. Thank you. Let's welcome Judith once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, my colleagues from the other UNFPA countries in the region. I can see several of you, and also from our regional office, Karibuni, Nairobi, Karibuni, Kenya. I would also like to recognize My counterparts from the Ministry of Health, Reproductive and Maternal Health Services Unit, they have been very instrumental working with us. My other friend and colleague, Peter, come this way. Peter Nyakwara, he's from the National Council for Population and Development. We also have a representative from the industry, Andia Chakava, Karibu Sana, and also Jmo Ule, who has been a peer counselor, a peer mentor. Karibuni, and thank you so much. We are very pleased to be part of this event today as we celebrate the finals of this innovation program. What a journey. It has been so exciting. And this has been a first in very many senses. It's a first in Kenya, a first in the region, and perhaps a first in the world. So we're very proud to be trend makers. We're the hotbed of innovation. We at UNFPA know that we need innovation and strong partnerships to deliver a world in which every pregnancy is wanted, every life is born safe, and all young people reach their full potential. And really, this in a capsule is the reason why we're here and the reason why we supported and worked with Nailab to launch the I Accelerator. The development sector in general, and also in the areas of health and other areas, has much to benefit from the radical disruptions. I'll call them disruptions because this is really off course from what we're used to, the disruptions of innovation, because these can really take us to areas and platforms that we did not know and have not known. Even the Sustainable Development Goals recognize that innovation is key to accelerating progress and in achieving the development agenda that we have. So we should embrace these. Innovation is increasingly receiving the attention from UNFPA. And this is demonstrable by several things that we have done as an organization. An innovation fund was established in the middle of 2014. And more recently, we have been beneficiaries of a fund from UK Aid, and we're very grateful to them for this, that has been really the source and has provided the seed money for this regional program that has been driven by our colleagues in the East and Southern Africa Regional Office based in South Africa. So we have one of my colleagues, David, here, who's been spearheading that. And the reason we do this is because we believe that this can be a platform that we can use to actually increase the access and availability of accurate information made by young people, for young people, addressing issues of sexual and reproductive health and services and their rights. So today is a celebration of this achievement that we are very proud of. Here in Kenya, 64% of the population is below the age of 24. All these people are the future of Kenya. But we also know that they have challenges. They have very many opportunities. I think more than I had when I was growing, but they still have challenges that even I didn't have to experience when I was growing. And I'm thinking about the 42,389 young people between the age of 0 and 24 in Kenya last year who contracted the HIV virus. This was the largest segment of the population in Kenya that contracted the HIV virus last year. So you can see the challenges are real. We also have a significant proportion of young girls, about 13,000, who drop out of school annually because of early, unplanned, and unwanted pregnancies. The figures are alarming, and I have just told you two of several that would really demonstrate the challenges that young people are facing this day. And this really is the reason why we really must invest and amplify our efforts to make sure that we have access and availability of services and information
on sexual reproductive health, life skills, so that these young people are able to make informed decisions. They're able to take action. And if, God forbid, they get into trouble, they know where to go, and they are able to get services that are age appropriate, that are friendly, and that will deliver for them. We really need to save this cohort of people because they are our investments as Kenyans. Our partnership with Nailab and the launching of the I Am Innovation Challenge 6 months ago is really in response to this need that we see. So we want to have young people developing solutions for themselves, for them. We are going to address a portion of them, but this is just one of the very many jigsaw puzzles that we're going to have that is going to help our young people out there. Since the launch, we have had very many successes, some of which Delani has talked and alluded to. We've had about 700,000 people reached by the I Am campaign through the various channels of social media, Twitters and what have you. We have had 5 boot camps and several other activation activities that have been organized, reaching about 1,500 people, mainly from the universities around the country. 92 applications were received from very creative young entrepreneurs in the country. These were vetted by independent judges. We had representation from business community, from SRH, people who are knowledgeable in health. They pitched to these people, and from this we had 10 innovation solutions that were shortlisted. The 10 were further vetted by an expert panel of judges, and we came to 4. And these are the 4 we are coming to see today, to see how far they have gone and where they have gone to. And over the last 4 months, the 4 innovation solutions have been trained, they have been mentored, they have received seed money amounting to 1 million, and they have had somebody walk with them, and they've been growing. When we met in this room, maybe about 2 months, it was really in the beginning. So I'm really anxious and eager to see how far have you gone. And since then, I'm informed that about 70,000 people have already accessed the 4 solutions. And these are Jump Arena, that is rigged. I can't jump, but I can answer the questions. Sophie Boot, where you have to ask simple questions. I'm still learning that. Imara TV, they need subtitles, I think, because the language barrier, and Sexalimu, which is so exciting because it has a new library, a new dictionary of signs that have been developed to reach out to the hearing impaired. So we're excited to see the final 4 innovations to this challenge, and I am grateful for the tremendous interest and the support we've received from everyone, every one of you, for this initiative. We must express our admiration for these brave people who are here today. The topic we have chosen is not simple, but you have stood up to the challenge and you have addressed it with sensitivity, with creativity, and you're reaching out. So congratulations and thank you for that. I also want to and wish to compliment you, the young people in these projects, for your commitment to your ideas. It takes courage to pursue your dreams. You're so much better off than the ones who sat out there and did nothing. You are actually saying and making a stand to do something. Congratulations, that's really something. It's a character trait that is so valuable, and I wish and hope that you keep it and grow it. Congratulations for that. And also for believing that you can make a difference, and you have made a difference, and you will continue to make a difference. Finally, I cannot end without thanking our counterparts from NCPD from the Ministry of Health, from UK Aid, from Nailab. Thank you so much. I didn't even know that we had all these techies around, so thank you. And all of you who are here, thank you so much for the support and thank you for what you have done. So this is the first, we hope, of many more that are going to happen, not only here in Kenya, but hopefully elsewhere in this region and in the world. So we look forward to seeing what you have done. And most importantly, we are so happy that we have shared in this initiative that is going to contribute to us investing in young people and reaping the benefits, that the social benefits and consequent economic benefits that is going to make Kenya bigger and better tomorrow. Thank you so much.
A warm round of applause. As we all know, His Excellency, the President of Kenya, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, is passionately interested in health in the country. And the First Lady, Ms. Margaret Kenyatta, is just as interested and has participated in several health initiatives. And through the Ministry of Health and the CS and PS of Health, we've seen support coming towards this initiative in a very big way. And now, to join us on the platform from the Ministry of Health, I'd like to welcome, with a very special welcome, Mr. Katama Clifton to give us the ministry's remarks. Thank you and welcome.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. My name is Clifton Katama. I work in the Ministry of Health. I'm standing in for Dr. Kigen, who is the head of the Reproductive Health Unit. And I was here when the ovations were taking place, where we zeroed into the 4 solutions about the sexual reproductive health information. And I want to tell you that we have a problem. So far, all of us can appreciate we have a problem. Dr. here has alluded to the fact that HIV infections among the young people are alarming. The new infections taking place among the young people, very alarming. And we also know that 18% of youth, 18% have teenage pregnancies. Teenage pregnancy rate is at 18%, which means when a girl or a young person gets pregnant, then they either drop out of school and their economic lives are kind of shattered. But I'm very grateful to the partnerships that Ministry of Health has had with the UNFPA, Nailab, and NCPD, UK Aid, and all the partners. Actually, as a Ministry of Health, we are building strong partnerships to address the issues of the youth, because we believe if we are able to sort out the issues of the adolescents and young people in our country, we are able to reap the demographic dividend that they present to us. And I believe with this strong partnership, we are going to go very far. First, I've worked very closely with Imara TV, and I encourage all the other solutions that are demonstrating today that as a ministry, we are open to collaborate with you. Any kind of assistance that you may need from us, be it data, be it information, we are gladly able to provide. So you are all welcome. Thank you very much, and congratulations to the solutions.
Much, Mr. Katama Clifton. And now we have also with us, and we're very pleased to say that we do have him here with us, the Deputy Director of Communications and Advocacy from NCPD, Mr. Peter Nyakwara. I'd like to welcome you kindly to give us your remarks. Let's give him a warm round of applause as he joins us on the podium. Thank you.
Thanks, MC. My colleagues from UNFPA, colleagues from Ministry of Health, Nailab team, UK, the young people present. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
I'm sorry we came late. And when we were coming, that's what I was telling Keegan. This is now where we need young people. As they innovate, can they get a solution for Nairobi traffic? we have been stuck here at the Silver Springs for more than 2 hours. And we were even saying you can even walk to this place because it's a very short distance. What I'm saying is that we are depending on young people for current challenges we face as a country, as a society. When you look at the world history, that's why I want to start this. Most of the innovations, most changes which have taken in the world, it is the young people who have done it. And that's why we are saying this event is key to our country, is key to the world. The retro our young people are doing, the innovations, it is being done here in Nairobi, but it's going to impact the whole world. Before I came, I got an email from my Director General. She's in Dakar, Senegal, attending South Partners meeting, and she was passionate to know what's happening here. She sent her greetings, and she said she could like to see what the solutions are, and more so, she gave us a task. Said apart from the 4, there were those previous ones who made their innovations. Can we go back and look for them and work with them? Their ideas are not in vain. We need to see how we can also encourage them to come up with more solutions. If we can be able to play our part as a council to mobilize resources for the young people, then they can be able to achieve most of those things. I would like to end here and wish our young people a pleasant afternoon. Just believe in yourself and dream big, not small. Just dream and dream. You'll get your visions. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much, National Council for Population and Development. That was Mr. Peter Nyakwara. Now, you know, it's been a journey, and I think you're beginning to glean from the kind of comments that are coming from the various institutions and organizations about the various challenges that have been there. Well, it's been a journey, and a lot of you weren't here when it started. So we put together a video that's going to walk us very quickly through the highlights of all the stages we've been through, the long story coming up to today of what the I Am initiative has been. And it's an exciting story. I'd like to join you and go on this very brief journey, a video on the I Am initiative.
What happens when you empower youth? From what I've seen the last 5 years of running Nailab, when you empower the youth, they bring change by themselves. When you give them the tools that they need, when you show them the direction, they start innovating around them.
Science, technology, and innovation play a tremendous role.
Here we are, we're at the final day. What a journey over those 4 months. And now, as part of all that mentoring and the process that we all went into, I'd like to welcome to the platform one of our judges who went through the selection process to just give us a few insights on what happened. Let's welcome to the platform the lovely Miss Andia Chakava.
Good afternoon, everyone. We were here as judges, and I didn't know what to expect. It was UNFPA, and it was young people, but I was truly blown away. There was a lot of innovation, a lot of creativity, and there was just so much teamwork. And I think when I'm here today, I'm very curious to see just what the mentors have been able to achieve, what more improvements that you've been able to do with your product, with the funding, just in terms of the experiences you've taken it to market, and what the users are saying, and just where we can go with this. I saw a lot of potential, and I was like, I've got to bring more investors here. So I'm also here just with that eye to see how we can take things to the next level. It was a wonderful experience. It was very competitive. As you saw the group of people, there was quite a number of very good submissions, and we had to be tough to narrow down to the final 4. And I'm looking to see even better things with what the final 4 have been able to achieve. So it's great to be here and just to see all the improvements that they have been able to do through all that time that they've been engaging with the mentors. Thank you.
Thank you very much. This process took place, but we want some insights into what happened. And so, great pleasure to invite to the stage Jemo Ulemuse. Ulemuse. Jemo.
Hi everyone. Mko salama? Mko salama means are you okay?
Are you sure, Jemo? Is that really what it means?
So now you're a translator.
You know. I thought you're asking that guy Uko Salama, meaning he's somewhere on the road between Mombasa and Nairobi.
Good one. Anyway, I had for me working with the startups was very interesting. I had some very good time, and I also got to learn from them as much as I was sharing my knowledge with them. And in the sessions, we focused on 3 main pillars. One of the pillars was content creation. The other one was how do we reach the audience, the intended audience, especially young people. And the other one was how are we able to create partnerships or get sponsorships so that that content can reach as many people as possible. Because there have been all this conversation about SRH, especially issues affecting young people and sexuality. But the way it has been communicated, many young people don't relate.
First of all, they can't even understand SRH. What's SRH? I mean, SR.
SR.
Yeah, SR. Okay. Abbreviation SR.
Sexual reproductive health matters. True. So most people, the way the communication is done, they don't really relate, they don't really get. So working the startup was how are you able to create content that young people will watch, relate with, and be able to make the right decisions based on sexual issues. That was one of the things that we really worked on. The other thing that we worked on, yes, we have now created the content. What platforms, whether online or offline platforms, do we use so that that content can reach as many young people as possible? And then the third thing was, yes, we have content, we are reaching a big audience, but we'd even want to reach to as many people as possible. How are we able to get sponsorships? How are we able to create partnerships with other people so that we can be able to reach as many people as possible? So those were the 3 main pillars that we focused on, and it was a very interesting journey. And since we started, we've seen some milestones. I think they'll be presented here, you'll see. And for me, working with people who are my age, sharing with them ideas, and everyday meeting, having fun. We had fun in our mentorship sessions.
Really?
Yes.
You actually had fun?
Yes.
I mean, define fun.
No, I can't. This is, it's classified, man.
It's classified?
Yes.
Is it something that we can all experience in this room?
No, it will be in the demo.
It will be in the demo?
Yes.
You're sure?
Yes.
As we move on, we're actually going to begin to experience fun.
You won't have fun because it was our fun. You just watch the fun.
It was your fun.
Yeah. It was
so we don't get to have any fun.
Yes. Anyway, thank you so much, and God bless you, and keep pushing the startups. You have a very great future, and let us reach as many young Kenyans, and so that we can help them make right decisions based on their sexuality. Asante sana.
But before you go, you know,
Yes.
you've obviously been so successful. Did you at least rub off just a little success onto our guys?
Yes.
You're sure?
The fun part.
The fun part?
Yes.
Okay, we can let you go. Thank you so much.
Thank you so
That's
much.
Jemo Ule Mzee. As you can see, it was not a tedious and boring process. The peer mentoring was excellent, the judging, the whole process of the many months that this I Am initiative has walked through has been an interesting journey. But to tell us about it, we have a representative from the startups that's going to walk us through what that experience meant. I mean, we've heard from so many different people. I think it's time for us to begin to hear from our startups. And now, to come to the podium and to tell us a little more about it, we have Imara TV. Karibu.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Steven Miner. I'm one of the 4 innovators that was selected to join the I Am initiative. 120 days ago, we only had great ideas on paper and a great zeal to make a difference. We didn't have funding, we didn't have users, we didn't even have a product in the first place. But UNFPA believed in us and gave us the funding to materialize our concepts. Nailab paired us up with mentors that showed us the way because they've gone ahead of us and they know the pitfalls to avoid. Ministry of Health gave us a lot of research materials, very good and very detailed information that would help us to actually express ideas on SRH. And now we are going to show you the success that we've had in only 120 days. For instance, personally, I also learned a lot. For instance, I learned the sign language for sweetheart, and the sign language for condom. It's pretty obvious, but you'd have to be told first. So I would encourage other organizations to also involve the youth when they are coming up with solutions for problems that we face together as the human species. Thank you.
Harem, harem, harem. Everybody go. You just learned a new word. So here we are, and I think at the beginning we were at the precipice. And from the comments that you've actually heard, I believe right now we are unleashing the true potential of what we call that demographic dividend. But we're unleashing it through an evolution. And one of Kenya's great pioneers, if I may add myself, is the founder and leader of this entity and organization that has actually hosted all this incubation, all this innovation. It gives me great pleasure to welcome a very, very old man in terms of technology, but a very, very young man in terms of dressing. Mr. Sam Gishuru, welcome to the podium.
Good afternoon. I'm very old, even in my dressing right now. Today I tried. I got a shirt. I'm not wearing a t-shirt, so. Hi guys, how are you doing? Wow, I think I just shouldn't even go through what has been prepared for me, which is quite disappointing for the person who prepares it. This happens every time. Welcome to the Nailab. It's been an amazing journey. It's been a really, really amazing journey. And even as Jemo stood here to talk, even before he got famous, he sent me a message when he made his first 2 videos. You remember? And he asked Sam, what do you think about this? I said, Jemo, keep doing what you're doing. It's going to be great someday. I think afterwards we bumped into a party and I told you, hey, keep it up. And here he is. Lots of millions of viewers later and we're still hanging out. It's really, really impressive. So, what happens when you pair young people with information and give them the necessary tools? This is what I asked the first time we launched this project. Over 70,000 people have been reached in 4 months. I'm hearing numbers that are amazing that you're going to listen to, and I don't even want to go through those numbers. 4 months alone. These people have funding. Actually, they do have funding, but you haven't released all the funding to them. The only funding they have received from us is $3,000. That's 300,000 Kenya shillings only, because we do gated funding. We want to make sure they achieve their milestones before we release the next tranche of funding. We've seen data coming through for us that is amazing. based on Sophie Booth's interactions, based on the videos being viewed, based on the sign language. Oh, by the way, this is my name, Sam, because of, okay, Hudson gave me that name. So that's my name. When you see me and you want to say hi, say, I'm cool with that, yes. So we've seen data, we've seen questions, we've seen what concerns young people have. We've noticed, very interesting, that women understand issues of SRH more than boys. We've seen that boys from the age of 15 to the age of about 24 are more interested in this content in just the last 3 months. We've been able to see the questions that are being asked. I was telling somebody the other day that if Sophie Booth was to scale across this country and you find a certain group of people saying, I have an itch on my private parts, and they are coming from Machakos, then suddenly you have a preventative action to take as an organization. You can quickly go to Machakos and know there is a spread of some sort of disease here that we need to contain. And you even know what kind of information to provide, because the people are being able to ask the right kind of questions. So impressively, these 4 people walked in here without a product, without a single user, without money. And one of the questions I ask myself often as a startup founder is, how do you move from 0 users to 10 users of your product? And how do you move from 10 users to 100 users? How do you move from 100 users to 1,000 users or 1,000 views? And then, like Jemo has managed to achieve, how do you move from 1,000 views to 1,000,000 views or 100,000 views on the work you're doing? And you can imagine how much hard work it takes to convince somebody to use your product. It's easier to go buy something and come and sell it. It's ready. People already need a soda. It's hard for you to build something that does not exist before. Put it out in the market. Get user feedback. Iterate on it. Get more user feedback. Iterate on it until users start using it continuously. And that's what these 4 groups of people have done. So I get the privilege to stand here and look good and say the amazing thing the Nailab does, and present all these beautiful things that have been put on the wall and startups we've worked with, and say who has been acquired, who has raised $1 million, but I'm not the one who does the work. So I want my team to stand up where you are. Josephine, step forward. You need to be seen. Actually, just come to the corridor. If you want, okay, so since you're seated, you still work for me. Please queue up at the corridor. Please come here. Guys. Where are the guys? Kenyanjui, Moses, Steve, Fred. This is my team. A few other people are missing. But most of you who understand my schedule know that those are there. They are. And a few other, I'm rarely here when especially we're busy. So these are the people who hold the forts together. They're the one who disseminate the information. They're the one who, interact with the startups. I've had enough hours with the startup, but I wish I could have spent more time. But I'm going to do that in the coming year. But I think the last 24 hours were quite intense for all of us. We had a few fights here and there, and we'll solve those ones as well. But good job. Thank you very much. And thank you for this opportunity to speak.
A pioneer in so many ways in this country. You have given hope to many in many generations. And truly, you have left a landmark and an impression. And I don't want this to sound like a eulogy, so I'll stop there. But Sam, you've done a great job. I mean, you've really worked hard, and kudos to the team that's worked so well with Sam. Somebody said Kenya is a hotbed of innovation. We're going to honor our startups. We're going to welcome them up here. They're going to take the podium. They'll walk us through what they've been up to. They'll give us the stats. They'll tell us where they want to go. We choose to believe them. We choose to have faith in them. Just like Sam had faith in Jemo. Ule Mse. Mse. I was told it's not Mse. It's Mse. 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 Okay. You see, everybody's rooting for you, Jemo. Everybody's rooting for you. I mean, people are passionately involved in this. But it took one person to believe in him for it to get there. And for our guys who are coming up, audience, I really want you to join me. Let's believe in them. Let's push this initiative to the next level. Let's be the gearbox that shifts gears for these guys, that gets us moving truly into the future. And now, we're going to begin our pitches And it is again my privilege to welcome to the platform and to the podium to begin and to take us off Imara TV. Let's welcome Imara TV.
Kuja nami basi nikwambie siri ya mtu mmoja aitwa Mboja, anapenda kuroga, lugha kwake mboja, rahisi kama mboga, ampenda roda lakini shida, anapenda kubonya lakini mimi tu nitamtunza tu, mwonyeshe mapenzi akae mshenzi, ashindwe kuhanya lakini mimi tu nitamtunza tu, mwonyeshe mapenzi akae mshenzi. Kakuja kwangu Mboja, taka kunitongoza, maneno yake matamu sana, yaliniteka bakunja. Kijana huyu basi naye mtanashati, menimaliza lakini shida, anapenda kubonya lakini mimi tu nitamtunza tu, mwonyeshe mapenzi akae mshenzi, ashindwe kuhanya lakini mimi tu nitamtunza tu, mwonyeshe mapenzi akae mshenzi, lakini mimi tu nitamtunza tu, mwonyeshe mapenzi akae mshenzi, ashindwe kuhanya lakini mimi tu nitamtunza tu, mwonyeshe mapenzi akae mshenzi. Kuja nami basi nikwambie siri ya mtu mmoja aitwa Mboja, anapenda kuroga, lugha kwake mboja, rahisi kama mboga, ampenda roda lakini shida, anapenda kubonya.
Hi again, my name is Steven Maina, and I'm the co-founder of Imara TV. Imara TV is the Netflix of sexual reproductive health entertainment, such as the love song you just heard live from Ella. Did you know that every day, 96 Kenyan youth get infected with HIV for two simple reasons? Either they can't afford condoms, or they don't know the dangers of engaging in unprotected sex. We have developed and piloted successfully a simple and scalable solution to solve these two problems. We have developed a simple solution to solve this problem. We train a small group of talented youths on how to create digital content that educates other youth on SRH. Then we take these videos and distribute them through social media, targeting 13 to 34-year-old Kenyan youths. In the last 3 months alone, we have created 9 videos that have reached 87,000 youths between the ages of 13 and 34. 70% of our viewers was male, and 90% of our views were between 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday. You will watch a brief demo of one of our videos.
So this is what you do when you're using your condenser. You will mount it like that. You see the rough side there? Yeah. So you tear it across the rough side there. So there's no struggle there. And then you go inside is usually lubricated to reduce friction during sexual intercourse. So you hold it at the tip there, and then you roll it down slowly to the base. And again, you will have to hold it while the penis is still erect, because if the penis may shrink, then it will be hard even for the condom, for you to insert the condom.
At this rate, we anticipate to reach 2.3 million monthly views in 1 year. We need $50,000 to train 600 talented youth groups across the country to produce more videos for distribution. We welcome you to join Team Imara and help us edutain the future generation. Thank you.
Let's give Imara, that's a journey to a finished product which has such tremendous and direct artificial intelligence system fed with information on sexuality and sexual reproductive health that answers young people's questions about SRH issues. SophieBot's features include anonymous forums, digital chatbots built on Facebook, Twitter, Telegram, Messenger, and also an Android app. Let's welcome SophieBot.
Good afternoon. I am Ivan Amukasa from SophieBot. At SophieBot, we answer your questions on sexual and reproductive health using artificial intelligence. Think of us as Siri for your questions on sexual and reproductive health. Using Sophie is as simple as going to the Play Store, or going to Facebook Messenger, or going to Telegram, and searching SophieBot, saying hi, and asking your question. The hi, it's optional. Sex. As you can see, these are not the kind of conversations you can have comfortably with another human being. They are awkward and even taboo. That's the problem we are solving. We have been at it for 120 days, and so far, Sophie has been asked over 6,000 questions on all platforms. Who are the people asking these questions? We can't know because Sophie is anonymous, but we can get insights. As you can see, most of these users are young males between the age 18 and 24. And yes, most of them are from Kenya, with spill-offs all over the world. What are we going to do next? First, make Sophie smarter, so we can answer more than just simple questions. And second, make money out of Sophie. And that leads me to my third and to my final point. We want to do business with you as the businesses around this sector, that is sexual and reproductive health. We are offering Sophie to you to integrate to your platforms to first answer questions on sexual and reproductive health, and second, answer the questions on your business. This will be a monthly model. Once again, we are SophieBot. We use artificial intelligence to answer your questions on sexual and reproductive health, and we want to do business with you. Thanks a lot.
Hey, a good congratulations to SophieBot. What was amazing is that SophieBot's been looked at all over the world, China, Israel. Started with Kenya. Amazing, amazing. So let's support this. Now, our next finalist is a mobile game combining fun and learning, and that brings to life sexual and reproductive information through gamification. Faced with the challenges to overcome, young people will advance in the game by knowing and learning about SRH issues. And for those of you who are very, very, very attentive, you will recall somebody who kind of kept on falling off a little earlier. We're not mentioning any names. So here we are. We're actually going to look at it now, welcoming to the platform Jump Arena.
Hi, I'm Edwin Nyakundi from Fluid Studios. At Fluid Studios, we gamify education. We have our first product, Jump Arena. You can say Jump Arena is this Angry Birds of sexual reproductive health education. Jump Arena is a game that was simply specified for the youths aged between 14 to 25 years of age to educate them on issues concerning sexual reproductive health in a fun, addictive, and memorable way. Here's how it works. For those who kept on falling, let me take you through. I'm not mentioning names also, yeah? So we used a simple game mechanics of a monkey jumping from one log to another. So you're supposed to balance the monkey within the logs. If the monkey falls down, you get an SRH revival question. If you answer the question right, you proceed with the game. If you answer the question wrong, then you get the right information using our platform. We tested this product in the market, and within a span of 100 days, we had over 120,000 user game interactions, whereby the user spent an equivalent of 3 minutes playing our game. We had an amazing statistics. 80% of the female were able to answer 600 questions right, and 60% of the male were able to answer over 200 questions right. So from the statistics, we can tell who on gender know more on SRH. And there was a specific question which was failed a lot. Do condoms expire? So, where is the money? We are talking a number of 27.5 million smartphone users in Kenya. 11.5% are the youths. So we are talking of a large market of youths, and we are targeting the youths aged between 14 to 25 years before we scale. And we are going to monetize through embedded advertisements in Jump Arena. We're going to monetize through customization of games for schools, NGOs, and corporates. Join with us, partner with us. While we're having refreshments, come talk to us, because we're looking for a funding of $30,000 so that we can reach 1.8 million users within a span of 1 year. Thank you. You can Jump Arena as the angry bird of sexual reproductive health. But since it's a monkey jumping from one log to another, Jump Arena is the angry monkey that is there to educate the youths on SRH issues. Join us and inspire generation.
Hey, hey, hey. There goes the angry monkey. Angry monkey. I told you, it just keeps getting better and better. Now you guys are wondering, how come you guys are so excited about this? It's because we've been living in this world. And now, we have joining us a web and mobile-based application that enables deaf youth to search for specific and untranslated vocabulary and content on sexual reproductive health in Kenyan Sign Language. The information is provided through web and an Android-based application. I'd like you to join me in welcoming to the platform Sex Elimu.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hudson Asiema, and this is my sign name. I am the CEO and co-founder of Deaf Elimu Plus, and together as a team, we are the YouTube content providers on sexual reproductive health in Kenyan Sign Language. You see, the problem is information is inaccessible to over 800,000 deaf individuals. The solution, my team and I came up with a very simple solution to provide video content in sexual reproductive health. The videos have sexual reproductive health dictionary in which you can get the signs. There's also a research tool in which you can get more information. Who are our audience? In the last 120 days, we've seen mostly 77% male and 23% female. And the age ranges from 18 to 54, with the concentration lying between 24 and 35 years of age. So why us? Our milestone since the 120 days, we've had over 2,000 views, and now we have a goal of 15,000 views, and in future we hope to get 250 paid users using the premium app. So ladies and gentlemen, this is history in the making. This is the first time in Kenya we have an app on sexual reproductive health in Kenyan Sign Language. It also happens for the first time in Africa. So join us. We are the YouTube content providers of sexual reproductive health in Kenyan Sign Language. Remember, Sex Elimu Sign Language. Thank you very much.
Let's give him a warm round of applause. That's it. I was just checking. And